guys, welcome once again to our channel. Thank you guys to the new subscribers to the channel and the old subscribers. And if you're not subscribed and you come across this channel, make sure you click on the subscription button down below to subscribe, and also make sure you like and comment on this video. Comment your thoughts and opinion. So today we're going to be talking about Ready to Love. Now we know that the season 8 just finished airing and we are going towards the reunion, but in the finale we know what normally happens. The couples will find out whether they choose themselves or decided to let it go. Now the topic of today is Phil and Aries, because they were amongst the final couples, but what happened was Phil and Aries were supposed to be together, but Aries decided to choose herself. Now let me just give you a brief run through about what happened during the whole show. Aries was connected to Phil and Chris. Chris, according to the way she described her ideal man, I thought Chris was more of her ideal type of man, but we saw that she was sexually and emotionally attracted to Phil. Whenever she was with Phil, there was this different aura. She was happy, smiling, laughing, or whatnot. But whenever she was with Chris, it was all seriousness. So I wasn't surprised when she was leaning towards Phil than Chris. But if we talk about her ideal type, Chris was it to the dot. Now, that out of the way, to the finale, they've started getting close to each other. Close to the finale, I think 2 episodes before the finale, things started changing. I think at that moment, the fog cleared out of her eyes and she started thinking with her brains and was like, you know what? As much as I'm attracted to you, and as much as you make me laugh and all those things, I still need what I need in my relationship. And I'm not seeing those things with you. But one of the things they highlighted in the season was the fact that she wanted a man that was financially secured. And one of the things we also realized during the season was that Phil was not a financially secured person, because at his age, he didn't have like a hold down job. Like, we didn't really know what really he does for his job. Now, with the editing, they made us feel like it was more of the financial issue that made them, or that made Aries not choose Phil. But she came up during after the finale episode to say that it was not only about the finance, that the editors just edited it in that way. It was more things that happened, because they date even after the cameras have gone off. So all the things that has happened all through that period made her realize that Phil might not be the kind of person she might want to spend her life with. And when we also met her parents, we realized that there's this thing her parents has built her in a certain way, put her some kind of, some beliefs of how a relationship to be should be, and that's what she has grown up with, and that's what she knows. And Phil doesn't suit that way. Now, after the finale, her not choosing Phil decided to come on Instagram and go off on his comment section to talk about the issue. Now, somebody commented on his video he posted on his Instagram, said, "But you chose her and gave her a sentimental gift. Make it make sense, please." Then Phil replied, "I would have done that a million times over. We both suffered the significant loss of our fathers in the last 1.5 years. I lost my father in on March 22nd and my stepfather on February 22nd, within 11 months. She lost her father last year in August. Her dad was amazing on several levels, and I respect the legacy he left. I would give her a sentimental gift every year on the same reason if I could." This sentimental gift was that he gave her a baseball on the finale, like, to I felt like the gift was just like a sweet thing. I think he already knew that she was off. So I felt like he wanted to tap into like a bribe, that he wanted to bribe her for her to pick him. But that didn't work because she accepted the gift and still told him, you know what, I'm gonna choose myself. And now he's like trying to say that the only reason why she did not choose him was because of she's still hurting from her father's loss. That is besides me. Then someone else commented on the comment section saying, all due respect, the question that we never asked is how do you make the money that pays your bills? Of course, you don't have an answer, but they treated it like Tommy Strong mystery. If jokes aren't profitable, according to you, just tell her how your finances are set up. But if it's like Alex from season one, I get her position because we also had this kind of thing when it came to season one with Alex, and the person simply telling him, just explain your position and your job description instead of just making it look like a mystery. Then he replied, my position title was typed under my name for several episodes. It's hella easy to Google it. And someone else commented, feel I like you, but I shouldn't have to Google the man who is interested in me and I'm dating jobs description. Has she be open and explain it to me? It has to be open and explain it to me. Then he also replied the person's comment, maybe not, but in case we've shared LinkedIn profile, discuss career, etc. So I can't help the fact that somebody doesn't listen. Then the reply to his comment was, "That's why I hate editing. The case they show that the show and Eris left that part out. Definitely an unfair betrayal to you. I hope it is cleared up in the reunion." So he's trying to say that he literally gave her his LinkedIn account, so she knows on his from his LinkedIn account what he does for a living, and she has actually shared career chart. They've had a career chart between themselves. But the fact is that we can have career chart between ourselves. We can tell each other what we want each other to do, but are you really willing? Am I seeing the willingness in you to do those things? That's the question he's not understanding. That he must have shared LinkedIn and everything. I could literally like or lie on my LinkedIn um about my job description. And somebody else commented, people are saying it's Aries' loss. Just maybe they weren't meant to be together. In that case, it is no one's loss. They didn't end up hurt from a failed relationship. They are free to find the person for them, which means they both won. Which is true. Which he replies, I can't speak for her, but I was totally relieved. There was no way I can start a relationship with all of that going on in the background. I definitely won. My dignity is intact. My pride and my confidence were boosted, and I walked out with a head, head, head held high. Like this looks like a job to Aries. Like it's like I don't know for her, but I left there renewed. I left there boosted. I definitely won. My dignity was replied. Did she take your dignity at the first place? Did she kill your dignity? She never made it. She didn't try to make you uncomfortable. She didn't try to bring you down. So this one of saying I left with my dignity high looks like trying to shade her, and it didn't make sense. Then someone commented, you would have never talked it. You two were tight." Then he replied, and that person was trying to talk about the fact that nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. I'm gonna say for that. I didn't see it coming that Iris was gonna reject him on the finale. And this person was always also talking about that. And he said he knew the train fell off the tracks a week prior. At least that was what my gut told me. Then somebody else commented under him saying, had changed up since like it was overnight too. Then he replied, it wasn't overnight. It was about 1 or 2 weeks in the making. I picked up on the change in her energy, but didn't know what it was about. I can't say for that because I wasn't there when they were doing everything what they were doing, but I feel like both of them changed in their energy towards each other. With what was shown on the season, probably in the reunion we'll find out more. But with what was shown on the season, the both of them's energy changed all of a sudden towards themselves. But I guess at the reunion we're gonna find out exactly what happened. Then somebody also commented, honestly, it wasn't just a match. You saw the signs and so did she. Keep searching and keep getting ready. That is all any of us can do. Which he replied back to the commenter and said, I don't know what signs, putting an emoji of a sign anyone else was looking for, but it should have been the sign on the building I work at. Hmm. Is that shade like because they're talking about his finance and his career? Is like shading Aries like the sign should be the sign of the building he works at. Like I don't understand why he has to go off and shade subtly shade Aries in this comment section. She has done everything not to bash him. She has been totally, neutral. She hasn't insulted him. I've seen every interview she does. She did. She hasn't said anything shady or bad that you feel like, okay, Chris is a bad, Phil is a bad person. She has tried, in my own opinion. So him coming on the comment section, going off and saying things like that didn't make sense to me. Now, this last comment really pissed me off, especially because the person was literally bashing Aries. And this person said, let me help you understand what actually happened. You weren't unchosen, you were unbothered. God allowed her to succumb to the flesh, whereas she chose her fleshy desire over what her spirit actually needed. Let's be clear, it's a television show, and she's an opportunist. She wasn't there for her kids, she was there for those 15 minutes. That's 15 minutes of fame. You chose, you truly saw her, yet the others only saw a body. Once those cameras stopped rolling, she'll be like, damn. And you better not answer that phone or text. God did you a favor. Like, God did him a favor of ignoring Aries. And he had the guts to reply this comment saying, this season was rough. So somebody else said in the comment section, this season was rough, and I hope everyone eventually finds the love they're looking for. And he replied, I learned to love myself more, so I am extremely thankful for the outcome. I felt like he shouldn't have responded to this comment, because this comment was indirectly shading Aries and trying to be like she succumbed to the flesh. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what's the meaning of she succumbed to her flesh. Like, she has what she wants in a man and she's going for it. There's nothing like she succumbed to any flesh. She doesn't want to bring down her value for anybody. She has gone through a trauma in a previous relationship. What made her relationship break down? So she doesn't want to go through that again. So you saying that she succumbed to her flesh, that part like dead me with that. That didn't make sense. And I'm happy that she didn't choose Phil, because I didn't see Phil and her literally lasting more than 6 months if they even ended up together. So I'm glad the fog cleared out of her eyes and she decided to go and choose herself. At the end of the day, I wish the both of them well. Phil will find the love of his life. Aries at the end of the day will find the love of her life at the end of the day. Well, guys, that's what we're going to end it for today. Don't forget to like and comment. Comment your thoughts on our opinions about this video, and make sure you click on the like button to like this video, because the more you like, the more YouTube recommends the video. And also don't forget to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe, and you can also join our membership, guys. The more you join, the more you support your girl here to put out more videos. I'll see you guys next time.